Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope you had wonderful holidays. I did. I was very lucky. We had a wonderful Christmas, but New Year's this year was the better of the holidays. My son came from Rhode Island with his wife and my other two grandchildren. They stayed here for a few days, and New Year's Eve was a blast. My son that lives here lives on a cul-de-sac, and all of the people who lived on the cul-de-sac had food and drinks and fireworks and all kinds of stuff outside in the freezing cold. It was so cold, but we were outside for 6 hours. I think I was an icicle by the time I got back in the house, but we had a blast. We had an absolute blast. So my wish for all of you is a phenomenal 2024. So I have things a little bit different today, a little bit different. I do have a few plushies to show you. I was going to do 2 separate videos, but decided not to. I just don't want to make two different videos, that's all. But I do have 2 yarn reviews for you. And I don't usually do that, but boy, I'll tell you, I found, or I'm working with, the worst yarn I've ever used in my life. Oh my gosh, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. And this morning, after seeing a few people do reviews on the new Joann yarn, I went to Joann's to look at it, but my Joann's didn't have it out yet. Fortunately for me, there were 2 women working in the yarn department, and they had heard that there was a new Joann yarn, but they hadn't unboxed it yet. And one of them said, wait a minute, I might have something, because I really just wanted to feel it and see what it was like. Parfait Chunky is my favorite, but the quality of it lately has not been good. Just breaks apart, sheds like crazy. You can't make a magic circle with it. You can't sew with it because it just falls apart. So I want to see what this new stuff was like. So this woman was very, very nice, and she went in the back and she came out with 3 of the new colors, a blue, a yellow, and a peachy type color. And they were really, really pretty. The colors are vibrant, more vibrant than Parfait Chunky. Parfait Chunky is more pastel-y, I think. These are vibrant colors. And I have one here. I'll show you. I have 2 here. I bought 2. I didn't want to buy more than this because I didn't know if I was going to like it or not. So it's called Big Twist Posh. And it's probably going to show up backwards on my video, and I don't know how to fix that. But anyhow, this is the yellow, and it is a beautiful yellow. Absolutely love this. Let's see if I can read this. I'm going to need my glasses. Excuse me a second. Should have had that ready. Okay, and on here, they're calling it a bulky 5, and recommending for crocheting that can't be right, 11.8 millimeter hook. Oof. Well, that makes no sense. But you get 233 yards. 233 yards. That's a lot. That's a lot compared to Parfait Chunky's 131, I believe. So that's a lot more yarn that you get in a skein. Of course, it costs more. I think the regular price for a skein like this will be $9.99. I got it for $6.49, I think it was, that I got it for. And to me, it It's not as fluffy as Parfait Chunky is. If I had to describe this yarn, I would say it's a thin Bernat blanket yarn. That's what it reminds me of, but a little softer, a little softer. So I really wasn't sure because Bernat blanket and me don't get along. I don't like that yarn only because I have such a difficult time with it and it kills my hand and wrist working with it. So I had my doubts, but I loved this color. And I was out of this color in Parfait Chunky. Just ordered some 2 days ago from Premier because Hirschness didn't have any. And this is the other color I got. And they have the best names for these yarns. This one, let's see if I can find it. Put your glasses on, Sue, so you can see what you're reading. I should do that, right? And this one is called Lemon Meringue. And this peachy orangey color, this is called Sherbet Glow. I love the names. They all have very unique names to them. So I came home and I started crocheting with them immediately. That was it. I need to test this out, see if I like it, and tell you guys what I thought about it. So the other day, I haven't been crocheting a whole heck of a lot through the holidays. Just busy and family here and, you know, all the stuff that holidays brings you. So I did get a few things made and I'll show them to you. But one of the things I did make is I bought this pattern and I made this little duck. And I think it is the most adorable thing. Just super, super adorable. I love it. Love it, love it. And look at the colors. It's yellow and orange. So I wanted to use that new yarn with something that I've made that would be comparable. And although the colors are not exactly the same, like I said, I love the yellow, but it didn't have a good orange color. So I just used this other one. And here is the one made with that new Joann's yarn. And it's their brand. It's Big Twist, and that's a Joann's brand. So I made this morning after I got home. Now the size, I used a 5mm hook on both of them, Parfait Chunky and Posh, and they're pretty comparable, the size, right? I think this one might be a hair larger, just a little, tiny, tiny bit, but came out great. I think it came out great. The yarn was easy to work with, very easy to work with. I still got fuzzies on it. Pros and cons. Very easy to work with. Loved working with it. Glided on the hook as well as Parfait Chunky does. Had no issues with that whatsoever. Didn't drag at all. It's sturdier. It's a sturdier yarn because it's not that fluffy like Parfait is. It's more like Bernat, I think, but a thin Bernat. But he worked up great. And I mean, he's squishy, but not as squishy as the Parfait is, because this I can really squeeze. This one's a little tighter. He squeezes, but not exactly the same. Do I have any cons with this yarn? Hurt my hand a little bit. Could have just been me and my tension. I don't know. But I thought it was great yarn. Great, great yarn. And I will buy more. I don't like all of the colors that they have. I looked at them online. because they're not up in the store yet, but definitely will buy some of their white because Parfait Chunkies is just trash lately. And what do you think? I think he's adorable. Look at that. So stinking cute. And other than it not being fluffy and as soft as the Parfait, it was great to work with. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. I was very skeptical. I didn't think I would like it, and it surprised me. So I highly recommend this yarn. I would give it between an 8 and 9 out of 10, really. That's a lot coming from me. The best part about this yarn, you can buy it at Joann's. You don't have to order it online and wait for your order to come in and pay for shipping. It's available at Joann's. And it comes in 15 colors. So hopefully, they come out with some more colors. Like I said, I haven't seen all the colors in person yet. I just saw those 3. And I picked these 2 to do this with because I had already made the other duck and I wanted to compare them. And I think they're pretty darn close. What do you think? Almost exactly the same size. And this is a 6 in Parfait Chunky. This is a 5 in Posh. So that's my opinion on that new yarn. And now you saw my 2 duckies. And then I've been wanting to make this lovey for so long. I saw it months ago and I saved the pattern. It was a free pattern and I've saved it, and I just didn't have time to work on it because I was prepping for a couple of markets I did. So after Christmas, I had made an order with Hirschner's for more Parfait Chunky, of course. And I ordered this yarn because this is the yarn that the designer used in her pattern. So I bought it. No. I hate this yarn. I hate this yarn. I'll show off my new yarn bowl I got for Christmas. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. And this yarn is called, let me get the other one. Excuse me again. Ugh, I don't have a table big enough near me to put everything on. But this is called Kobu. And it is a combination of cotton and bamboo, I believe. Let's see, 51% cotton and 49% rayon from bamboo. Oh my gosh, it's soft. It is soft. It feels beautiful when you touch it. It's a DK weight, so it's really thin. It says it's a light 3 on here. And let me see if it says, you get 232 yards of it. And this is really small. This is a really small skein of yarn. But you get 232 yards because it's so thin. So thin. Let me pull this out of here so I can show you. This is, it's going to be hard for you to tell looking on here, but it is really super thin. And I am using a 2.75 millimeter hook, which is a C hook, to work with this. Tiny, 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 tiny. It has 8 strands. I'm going to call it thread to make it. And does it stay together? No. This stuff splits like crazy. So all I've gotten done so far, because I just won't work on it all day long, it's too much work, is I've made little bunny ears. Little bunny ears. And the stitches are beautiful, and it's got a beautiful sheen to it. I don't know if that'll show up on camera, but the stitch definition is great, and the sheen is beautiful. But to work it, it takes me forever just to do these little pieces because it splits constantly, and you have to go back and, oh, nightmare. Would I recommend Kobu yarn? No, not unless you're used to working with these thin yarns. And believe me, I've used DK weight yarn a ton of times. I've made probably over 100 baby blankets. So I always use a DK weight when I make them. I don't know if it's the cotton bamboo blend. I don't know what it is, but not something I would recommend. I would not recommend this. So, and then I got the order in. I only needed 1 skein of white and 1 skein of pink to make this. And I don't know how I did it, but I ordered an extra pink. I don't know if I can send it back. Too much of a pain to send it back. I forget how much they were. I believe they were on sale on Hirschner's. I know they were less than they were at Joann's. Not good. This stuff is a nightmare. Nightmare to work with. So excuse me if my face is in the screen too much. I'm trying to find room to put everything. So Joann's new Big Twist Posh yarn. 2 thumbs up. Love it. I really, really do like it. If you want a really plushy yarn, nice and soft, stick with the Parfait or the Michaels Slim, whatever their names are. I do like those yarns too. But this is a little bit sturdier. I'm going to call it Mini Bernat Blanket. That's what it reminds me of. That's what it reminds me of, but much, much, much easier to work with. That's it. That's my opinion on these yarns for today. So I made some more plushies, a couple of more. You saw those 2 ducks that I got done. But then I made this little mallard duck as well. I just love this pattern. And it works up so quick. I mean, I just got that yarn a few hours ago and I made that duck. So, not very difficult. And this is made with Parfait. And I think they're just so cute. I love these things. I think they're so cute. So I made him. So I got 3 ducks done. Don't know why. I haven't signed up for any markets yet. And then I made this turtle. And I think he's so pretty. I think he's so pretty. And this is with the Michaels yarn. I can never remember the name of it. Something Slim. But I had used this variegated yarn. I had used this a while back for a snake. And one of my subbies purchased this snake. So it never made it to market. But this is a bigger turtle than I normally make. Like when I make the sunflower turtles and stuff like that, they're smaller. I used a bigger hook. I used 6.5, I forget, hook to make this, so it made him larger. He's got huge eyes. I think they're 20 centimeter eyes. But I love them. I love the colors. The yarn matches perfectly. This teal color is in this variegated color, and it just matches perfectly. So tell me, you like my turtle? I love him. I don't know if I want to get rid of him because I think he's so cute. I love him. And then the first thing I did, and I had taken my time with this because, you know, I wasn't crocheting very much. But I was intrigued by these lovey things, and I've always, like I said, made baby blankets, so made lots and lots of baby stuff. So I thought, let me make one of these lovies, the flat ones, So I made this fox. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? He's big. He's big. But totally child safe because the eyes are embroidered on. And he's got his big tail in the back. And he's got the knot at his ankles. So it's easy for a baby to carry. He's all over the place. But I think he's so cute. He's so cute. So I may make a couple more of these with different heads, you know, different animals. I think they're really cute. And if I sign up at any markets, I would like to give them a try and see how they do. And that's it. 20 minutes, 21 minutes already. Wow, time flies. So that's it. That's all I've got for you. I know I haven't done a video in a couple of weeks, but, you know, it is what it is, as my son would say. Just too busy with other stuff. So, but I love my crocheting. I cannot sit in that living room without a hook in my hand. I just get bored. And then I stop making something. So I've got another few patterns that are new to me, and I'm going to give those a try now that I have time. I'm not having to build my stash for a market right now, so I can play around with different stuff, and that's what I plan to do. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and let me know what you think of the yarns and my new plushies. The ducks are new to me. The lovey is new to me. I've never made either of those before. Now I have 3 ducks and my big turtle. I love them. So cute. All right, everyone. I'm going to run because I need to get this video up. All right, until the next time. See ya. Bye.